ever thought about starting your own podcast? When I was trying to get this podcast off the ground, I had a lot of questions like, how do I record an episode? How do I get my shows into all the apps people listen to? How do I make money from my podcast? The answer to each one of these questions is really simple. Anchor. Anchor is a one-stop shop for recording, hosting, and distributing your podcast. Best of all, it's 100% free and it's ridiculously easy to use. And now Anchor can match you up with great sponsors who want to advertise on your podcast. That means you get paid to podcast right away. In fact, that's what I'm doing right now by reading you this ad. My podcast host and I, we live all over the United States, and Anchor allows us to sound like we're in the same room. So while everyone is all quarantined in from this coronavirus, we can continue with business as usual and keep bringing you great shows. So if you've always wanted to start a podcast and make money doing it, go to anchor.fm/start. That's anchor.fm/start to join me and the diverse community of podcasters already using Anchor. Remember, I can't wait to hear your podcast. Hey everybody, it's Thursday and welcome to another episode of Naturally Unbothered. I'm Shari.
I'm Lisa.
I'm Ebony.
And I'm Dre. What up?
Hello everyone. Everybody good? Y'all good?
We're great.
All is well.
Okay.
Doing good.
All right, great. Well, today we have a guest. Her name is Jazmyn W. She is a stand-up comedian, a content creator, and an actress, and she is from Texas, but currently living in LA. Welcome, Jazmyn W.
Hey, how are y'all?
Welcome to the podcast.
Woohoo! I am. I guess that's how y'all do it.
Ow.
He say ow?
He did.
Something like that. I tried my voice to be.
I don't. For some reason, Dre has decided that because he's on a podcast full of women, he needs to make woman sounds. We don't know where it's coming from. We don't know where it's coming from.
It just came. My bad.
We don't even know where it's all coming from. This is all new to all of us. So Jazmyn, won't you tell us a little bit about you and how you became a comedian and everything?
Well, I'm from Dallas, Texas. I live in LA. Ebony is my cousin. She's married to my cousin. So hey, Ebony. But I became a comedian just because I went to school for broadcast communications, and then I fell in love with my now husband, and we moved to San Francisco. So since I decided, I need to pay student loans to get a job, but what can I do at night to fulfill that sort of creativity that, I saw myself doing? So I started doing comedy because, I don't know, my dad did it a couple of times, and I'm like, he's funny, but I know I'm funnier than him, so let me just go ahead and do this at night when I get off of work. And I just fell in love with it. So I just quit my job in August of last year to pursue comedy full time.
All right.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm. That is
I love stepping out on faith and just doing you. I love it.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely takes.
Yeah, it takes work, because comedy, I always tell them, you don't really make money until you get really popping. But, I'm doing other things to see what I can do to, sort of elevate my career and stuff like that, not just focusing on comedy, especially now because we can't even do comedy right now. So, yeah.
Oh, yeah, you've been stuck in the house for, what has it been, 22 days?
This is the beginning of week 5.
Oh, my gosh.
Wow. So we started a week earlier because, my husband's a huge nerd. He was like, we ain't going, we about to start right now quarantining ourselves. So we did a week before California did, and this is the beginning of week 5 for us. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Week 5. So it's safe to say that y'all are COVID-19 free, right? Negative.
Well, girl, I got a little cough. Who knows? All I know is if I got it, you got it. So.
That's why my throat itching all of a sudden. All right.
She passed me through the phone, huh?
Yeah, something.
Hey, won't get it, shoot.
That is crazy. So, all right. So our shame-worthy topic today is about a military lieutenant, and he decided that.
Dan?
What you say, Dre?
Lieutenant Dan?
No, not Lieutenant Dan. It doesn't.
Oh,
He is in the Navy. And he decided that he was going to take it amongst himself to give his own physical examinations for his female sailors in his private quarters.
Lieutenant. Go, Lieutenant. No, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Now, y'all know we are in the Me Too movement of time right now.
Correct.
So I am shaming him because he should know better. First of all, you taking advantage of these young 18, 19-year-old sailors who don't know no better, thinking that maybe this is a policy. And, getting basically, he's doing these physical examinations. He's actually giving them, like, checking their bodies for breast cancer. He only did one vaginal check from one person. Everybody else has just been visually.
So he's getting off on these.
Yes, he's been basically visually examining them without touching them, so they can't say that he's, physically assaulting them.
Violated.
Yes,
right.
Except for the one lady who he did the actual breast examination on, and that's the one that got him in trouble.
That's crazy.
Wow.
He deserves to be shamed.
So we are shaming him. His name is Lieutenant Johnson of the Navy. He deserves to be shamed.
Lieutenant Johnson, you're a jackass.
Punk ass.
It's just disgusting.
So what happened to him? Do we know if he's still?
Well, he's definitely not. They court-martialed him. And he hasn't been found guilty or anything yet. It's still in the process. But I'm pretty sure, knowing the military, he is going to be out.
He is, and he's gonna drop. If they've already court-martialed him, he's definitely guilty.
Yeah,
he's basically guilty or whatever. They're trying to figure out at this point in time what they're gonna drop his rank down to, and then force him to retire out of. So he's out. He's done.
Yeah,
he deserves to be done.
So shame on you, punk ass, whack ass,
shame
nasty
on
ass,
you,
Lieutenant Johnson.
Pervert.
But I wonder if, like I said, man, this is one of the things, man, you can kind of, because I know what happens, and I hate when it happens, and I'm not trying to be the devil's advocate right now. You know what I'm saying?
Sounds like we about to say some fuckboy shit.
But I'm not going to be, man, why you always got to stole me, man?
Because it sounds like you about to say some fuckboy shit. I already know what you about to do. I'm not trying to be devil's advocate.
Let Dre speak his piece.
Go ahead, Dre. Speak your piece.
Oh, man. Oh, my God. Woosah. All right. So, with that being said, is there any more backstory to it where these women going voluntarily into there get these things done? I'm not trying to victim shame. I'm asking, was there any more to the story?
I mean, just from what I read of the article, it just basically says he would call them into his quarters and tell them that he had to do an examination. Something came down from somebody, and he had to do a visual examination to make sure that they were fit for duty. And he would have them undress. He would look at them, and then he would give them the okay, and then send them on their way. So none of the other young ladies ever said anything until the one time he did the examination, the actual breast examination, touching her breast. And I guess she's the one who said it to someone else, and they was like, "Oh, that's not supposed to be happening."
Like, that don't sound strange. Like, if somebody called me and was like, yo, I need you to come through so I can do this visual examination. You got to get butt naked and twirl around so I can make sure you're fit. I would be like, something is off about this.
Right. Exactly. I would too. Like, he might say, I need to make sure you're fit, and you get there. But as soon as he's like, okay, take off your top, I'll be like, excuse me, where's your doctorate? Because I'm not doing it.
But a lot of these girls,
well,
like,
they were 18 and 19.
They were 18 and 19, and that means they just
they
got
in
the Navy.
Oh, that's
Yeah, and they don't really know the process. They probably weren't talking about it to each other until you know it happened to the one girl, and they were like, "Oh, he did that to me too," and me too. You know what I'm saying? So
he abused his power.
He did.
Yes. What a jackass.
Yep, and so he is who we are shaming. Sorry, Mr. Devil's Advocate over there.
No. That's great. That's great to know that, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, that they, or at least the backstory was that nobody, you know what I'm saying, were doing it voluntarily because, you know, like I said, that's where it comes in a lot of these things when it's always a man doing something wrong to women, you know what I'm saying, how the public will automatically win on the women. Well, they shouldn't have did this. They knew what they was doing, you know what I'm saying, so on and so on. So that's what I'm just trying to get the backstory of actually, was it voluntarily done? Or was it, willfully done? You know what I'm saying? Like, is he taking advantage of this? That's all it was. It wasn't really me, trying to play the devil's advocate. I was just asking a question because it could have led into being or playing that role, the devil's advocate in this case. But I'm glad to know that it wasn't, and I don't feel like getting chained right now in front of a phone call panel full of women and everything. So I'm gonna just shut up because that's the best thing to do.
Yeah, because you was about to get it. You was about to get this whole spill out.
No, you're so smart.
I already know. I know. I'm so small. Like, oh my God, girl. Let me take a drink for that. I know. Yeah. I'm gonna shut up.
All right. Well, the game that we are playing tonight is dumb, doped, or drunk.
Okay.
Ooh, fun.
So the rules to the game is I'm going to read you. These are actual real stories that have occurred in the news. And you have to determine whether or not the person who committed the crime was either dumb, doped, or drunk.
All right.
Got it?
Got it.
All right, Jazmyn, since you are a guest, you shall go first.
Okay.
A California man attempts to rob a home by sneaking in through the chimney, but gets stuck. And his female accompanies him and breaks in through the window to help him get out of the chimney. By her breaking in, she triggers the alarm. She panics and flees the scene, and then calls the police and tells them that her friend is stuck in a chimney.
Oh Lord, she just dumb. Both of them dumb. Yeah, and he probably got a big old belly or something. He should have known he couldn't fit in a chimney anyway. So I'm sorry. I think both of them are dumb.
All right. So you're partially right. These people, when they were arrested, not only were they dumb, she was dumb for calling the police. They were doped up, which is why they were breaking in the house, and they were drunk. They were all of the above.
Huh?
Yes.
What party did they come from?
They were dope, dumb, and drunk.
They got a hell of a party.
That was a trick question. I didn't know.
That was California too, though. And that was in California, right?
Yeah, that normally sounds like some Florida people stuff, but this was actually California.
Man.
All right.
I want some of that. What is it? Go ahead.
Okay. So, Dre. A woman stole a horse and rode it down Main Street in 6 Mile, South Carolina. Was she dumb, doped, or drunk?
She stole a horse
Mm-hmm.
and rode 6 miles down the road, basically?
No, Main Street. The city is called 6 Mile in South Carolina.
She stole a horse. So, all right, let me go into my detective mode real quick.
Oh, Lord.
So, approximately at 6 o'clock, when the temperature, ma'am, I'm going to have to go with, she is, she's drunk. She got to be drunk. That's not, hold on, South Carolina? Oh, my God, man, because they do meth there, too. So, she is dope. She's on dope. I'm going with dope.
You should have stuck with your first answer. She is drunk.
Oh, man, she's lying. That's what I said. I said drunk. You didn't hear me?
And when the cops caught her, she told them that the horse was drunk. She was not drunk. The horse was drunk.
Huh? The horse probably was. That's not...
Just saying. She said the horse was drunk. All right.
Yeah. Man.
You mad, Dre?
Yeah, I'm pissed off right now. That was $100. I missed $100 question. Yeah.
You don't get money for these games.
Oh, shit, I quit. I thought with y'all another time, man. I quit.
I got my answer. Yeah, Jasmine, I got my answer.
Money involved in this. I'm walking out.
Jasmine was trying to collect her $100 because she said,
right.
I got mine right.
I would have told the truth.
All right, Ebony.
Yes.
So this is the quote from the actual police report. A few years ago, I was having sex with my then girlfriend. She was being rather noisy, and her roommates were home. So I told her to bite my hand. She bit it, and I ended up with 6 stitches. Was I dumb, doped, or drunk?
Dumb. Just a dumbass.
Dumb as fuck. You are
just a
absolutely
dumbass.
That's perfect topic. That's a perfect topic for us.
Why?
That story doesn't make any sense. I'm sorry, because I don't really think he was that dumb. Why she didn't have to bite through his hand? It wasn't that good.
It probably was that good, honey. You don't know.
Oh my gosh.
Man. First off, if I'm laying down like that and I gotta tell her to be quiet that much, whatever, and I'm gonna put my hand in her mouth, apparently she's gonna bite down pretty hard. So that was dumb.
You know, sometimes people be exaggerating how good it is to help the guy be like so good.
Look, Woody with 16 inches, man, you know what I'm saying, probably could have been destroying her uterus right now. So there's a possibility that it could be true.
Tell us about that, Dre. Tell us about the time when that girl was exaggerating with you to make you think that it was all good.
When she was exaggerating with me?
when she was like, oh, Dre, oh, yes, oh, and it was like, oh, God, I could have had a V8. You know what I'm saying? She was just trying to boost your ego and stuff.
I hadn't even put it in yet, and she was already gone.
So, whatever.
So that's all it was. She just saw it, and she was like, oh, my God. And like, shut up. I couldn't even fit in there. She didn't have no walls.
All right,
Lisa.
All right, let me shut up.
Moving on. Lisa, you ready?
I'm going to shut up.
I'm ready.
All right. A Thai man's penis rots after he gets it stuck in a metal pipe for 5 days.
A Thai man?
Yeah, Thai. He's from Thailand.
Okay.
Is he dumb, doped, or drunk?
He did what?
He got his penis stuck in a metal pipe. It was stuck for 5 days.
They got ding-a-lings.
So he had to be on drugs, and he probably was drunk. So I think he was dope and drunk.
He was
just say dope. They got opium.
He was a straight up stupid ass. He was just straight dumb. When the police arrived, he said he had done it before, and this had never happened to him before.
Y'all men be doing something dumb. Y'all men be sticking y'all thing at anything.
Why that be y'all men? Why would that be y'all men?
Because y'all do be sick dolphins.
He did it repeatedly.
I mean,
y'all men don't be doing that. There's some men that be doing that. Y'all men don't be. At least I had the decency. The decency to at least put in the woman. The decency. Otherwise, it's in my hand with some lotion. I'm cool with that.
You masturbate with lotion?
What? Girl that had glass on. It's so smooth. I'm telling you, like it's so smooth. It's like all that to me, really.
Lotion?
Yeah. Absolutely. Jergens.
No, sir.
Actually, Nevio. How do you pronounce that? That's what it is.
Oh.
Ain't that thick?
But it comes out smooth.
Oh, hell no.
Oh, God.
I think some men will do anything. I saw a video the other day, and I actually kept watching it because I was just so perplexed where an old man was having sex with a chicken.
Explain.
How
was that?
What?
I think I've seen that. Yeah, I think I've seen that too, the video you're talking about.
No, yeah, you couldn't see anything. He just had it up. He had the chicken up to his private parts and his pants down.
Yeah, he was pulling it back and forth.
How in the world? Like, what?
Mm-hmm.
It was disturbing.
Yeah. It sounds like it.
It sounds. Oh my God!
Depends on what state you in. I don't know if it's legal. You know what I'm saying? Trust me, I know. But depending on what state you in, if you look at some of the dumb laws, some of these states, you know, I think it's okay with certain animals.
What you mean? You know? Are you into bestiality?
Yeah, I mean, it was a goat this one time. It was a goat that was walking down the street.
Stupid. You're so dumb.
We're not
well, hey, look.
She probably did look like a Billy Goat.
She probably did.
But, you know what I'm saying? She did. But, you know, just keep in mind, though, the goats have the exact same anatomy as a woman. Just keep that in mind. If you don't believe me, go look it up.
I ain't going to be able to do it.
Take your word for it.
Okay.
So how many Billy Goats have you been with then?
Actually, it wasn't a Billy Goat. It was a Jesse Goat. A Jesse female goat.
Okay, so how many Jesse Goats have you been with?
I don't know. I lost count after like 9. So I can't tell you right now. I actually lost count.
Stupid.
You are disgusting.
I lost count.
You disgusting.
I am. I did, and I was dope and drunk. One night I was dumb. So, you know, like I said, I probably should be in this category as well. To be a part of this topic as well. Man, look, I ain't nobody ever in my freaking life ever touched no freaking animal, man, like
all
that,
I
man.
know is from here on out, you the dude that fucked the goat.
I'll be that. And she liked it too. With all 4 nipples. How about that?
I think they got more than 4 nipples.
They might. I don't know. The one I was fucking with had 4. So, whatever.
I ain't gonna be able to do this. I'm not gonna be able to do this. Dre,
this alcohol is kicking in right now.
Dre, we just need to move on.
It's Jasmine's fault because she brought up the guy with the chicken.
This is your fault.
So now we got to know
Thanks
that he was been with some goats.
Now I know, damn it, Jazmyn.
Hey, you didn't have to tell us all that, but okay.
I didn't. I was just lying. So, man, come on, man.
You ran with a lie for a long way, bruh.
Exactly.
I was just being stupid, man. I know. Let me shut up, man. This alcohol is talking to me right now. I'm gonna shut up.
The alcohol is truth serum, you little nasty.
No, it ain't. No, if I had some other green stuff or whatever, that would have been a truth serum.
I don't think
I would have told y'all how much I love all y'all.
I don't think the herbal essence would have had you confessing to sleeping with the goat or fucking the goat.
All right, well, so I'm lying. Number one, let's get that straight for the record. You know what I'm saying? None of this has ever happened in my life. It never will happen in my life.
Listeners,
get that straight right now for the record.
Go ahead.
Yeah, exactly.
I know. Look, never happened.
Listeners, please write in to hear more about Dre's love affair. All right.
Do you take these goats on dates?
See, now y'all want to try to go in on me. Keep going. I want y'all to keep going. I want to get it out your system. Get it out your system.
I mean, on your post on FB, you said how ready for love you were and ready for a committed relationship. Are you wanting and downing these goats? Like, what's happening?
Yeah, come on.
Give us an example how you sweet talk them.
Wait, that is
just like that. Just like that.
Oh my God.
I don't like you. Look, man, I hate y'all, man. I'm gonna tell y'all that right now. I don't even like y'all no more. That's pretty good. I want y'all to keep going with it. Keep going. All right, keep going.
All right, y'all. Let's jump into this topic. So tonight we are going to be discussing sex myths.
Okay.
All right.
Got you.
Sex myths.
Yes. So the first one that I want to bring to the forefront is semen is low in carbs.
I'm gonna gracefully bow out and answer that question because I damn sure don't know. We'll never know and don't even want to find out.
I thought it was high in protein.
Yeah, I was just about to say that.
It's not high in protein. It does contain protein.
Right.
But
I didn't know nothing about carbs. What?
That is one of the myths. It says semen is low in carbs. That is false because semen is mostly fruit sugar, which is like fructose. And they're
oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna eat more fruit.
What?
I'm gonna eat more fruit. Fructose.
Yeah. So, ladies, if you are trying to lose weight, you need to not suck your man's dick because all that extra sugar is not going to be good for your midsection if you're swallowing because it's high in fructose and the sugar is not good for your belly fat.
Well, you just need to learn how to come off of it. Don't stop doing it. You're advising the listeners to stop doing it. That's not,
Okay, suck the dick, don't swallow the cum. Okay, how about that?
Exactly. Jeez, God, spit it back on them.
Ladies.
I'm eating all the other snacks, so.
You swallow this.
I mean, see, that's what I'm saying.
Show me how much you love me.
You can anyway. You can take it. You can take those extra carbs, Jazmyn.
Right. I'm eating all the banana bread. I might as well just go on and do that too. Shoot.
All right, Lisa, what you got?
Okay, so we all have heard the slogan "popping the cherry," right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay, so the myth is that it's a woman's hymen, and you know if she's a virgin, if
what
they
the hell is
pop
happening?
the cherry.
What the fuck is happening over there, Lisa? What are you doing?
Get it out already. What the hell? Read what you wrote. Shit.
Do you have company? Like, what are you? What's
is somebody
going on
eating your
there?
pussy while you trying to read this?
What is happening? Dre, where you at?
Okay.
Because y'all both got quiet at the same time.
Let's rewind.
Jesus.
Popping the cherry is a slang. It's supposed to indicate that a woman has lost her virginity or she's engaged in sex for the first time. The true fact is that you can't tell much when a woman has sex for the first time. Some people are born without a hymen, or many don't experience.
You can be
born without a hymen. Yes.
So does that mean you was masturbating in the womb and you popped your own cherry?
You clown. The fuck? I can't with you.
It's just a slogan. It does not mean that you actually pop the hymen, because you can't pop it. It can stretch over the penis, but you can't actually pop it. You can't actually tear it.
Oh, really?
Well, that's what you should have said, because all that other shit that you said. Throw your whole myth in the trash.
Man.
Lisa's distracted tonight. I don't know what's going on over there.
What's going on with her?
Yeah, Lisa. I don't know what's happening over there. Get it together, man. Get your shit together.
Right. This is a myth that I don't agree with, and I know it's going to prove to be a great debate, which is why I picked this myth. No penis is too large. And
lies.
Wait, I'm not finished. Or there is no vagina that is too small.
Ooh. Well, we know that's not the truth.
And so the myth goes that men all agree that size doesn't matter when it comes to a woman. I think that's a lie, but I ain't a man. But we'll debate it in a minute. And the women think that they want a big man, but in all actuality, their vaginas are going to contract and absorb whatever penis goes inside of them. So there's no such thing as a too large penis, and there's no vagina that's too small.
I beg to differ.
I do too. Let's debate it, because I don't agree.
I think scientifically... Sorry, go ahead.
Nope.
No, go ahead. You about to go ahead.
Okay, I think scientifically that makes sense, but because, when you with somebody over and over, you kind of get used to their size or whatever, even if it's like, if they have a really, really, really large penis or whatever. But I am not willing to go through that struggle with you and a 20-inch penis, okay? So you can keep that over there. Just give me my normal large size penis, and I will be fine. We do not need an anaconda over here messing with my bladder.
So that's Jazmyn, correct?
Yeah, it was Jazmyn.
All right. So Jazmyn, with that being said, is there a particular size that is comfortable and that's uncomfortable for you?
I think that anything under a foot is fine, right? Like, anything under a foot is fine. But
what the fuck?
Foot,
what the fuck?
So we know you ain't working with a foot.
You damn skippy. You gonna bring a foot?
Yes, honey. Yes.
None of y'all.
I don't want no dick that big. I'm sorry. I don't want no dick scratching the inside of my vaginal walls. I don't want to feel it all the way up there like that. Just give me a good 8-9 inches. I'm good. I'm good with that.
I mean, a foot is just 12 inches. 9 is not that different from 12. I mean,
bitch, you a lie?
I mean,
you a lie? Girl, that's 3 more inches.
It depends on girth, and it just depends on a lot,
Yeah.
So so I would have to agree that size only matters to me if it's tiny, if it's black and mild. Because sometimes people have those slim penises, those skinny ones. It's just like, and those aren't they're trash, really. So I would hate. I'm not trying to penis shame our listeners with skinny penises, but you're worthless. So I mean, I don't even know what to say.
It's probably that your walls are just so.
Bitch, why you gotta talk about my walls?
Okay.
You know who ain't complaining about my walls?
Ebony, you got walls?
I'm just saying,
Yes.
maybe
All
not.
the walls.
She don't. I mean, a skinny dick dude can't feel her walls, so that's why she over here dick shaming them.
I'm not dick shit. They know they got. You know when a man has a small penis, you know exactly.
Skinny and
big
small
shit.
ain't the same thing.
Actually,
It's
like this, man.
It's not the
Jackie
same.
talking all that shit.
No. Listen to me, man, or whatever. Because I can think I got, you know what I'm saying, I'm good. I think I'm, an average guy or whatever, thinking pretty good or whatever. But certain people, you get around certain people, you know what I'm saying, you going to feel like, okay, well, yeah, I am King Kong. But at the same time, others, you're going to feel like, damn, is it in? You know what I'm saying? Because it's wide in there. It's like super wide in there. Like, what can I do to please this person or whatever? So, I mean, you kind of go back and forth. So not everything is the same. Not everybody, there are different sizes. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just speaking of for men. You know what I'm saying? Men with different sizes, whatever the case may be, because we have these conversations. Trust me, we always have these conversations about, you know what I'm saying, about things or whatever, because it's about making sure that we're pleasing women. But I had a conversation with women too. You know what I'm saying? So what do y'all like? What size do you like? You know what I'm saying? And when you hear somebody talking about, 12 inches. All right, you automatically off the list. You ain't getting nothing for Christmas. You ain't getting shit for Christmas. You know what I'm saying? So don't even worry about that.
It depends on the woman, just like it depends on the man. For a woman, I guess a man, he's worried about whether or not he won't be able to fit inside of her. And I mean, I guess it's the same for a woman. She wants to know that he's not going to stretch her all out. But I don't.
Right.
I think it just depends on the side. I think it just depends on the woman, because I guess people say you have one pussy, you have them all, but they are all different. So I don't believe that it's facts. So
no, and I definitely believe they all are different or whatever, but it's the same thing, but they're all are different. It's more or less you're going to get a different feeling to each one. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause some of them, their muscles can contract a lot tighter. Some of them you can't. Ain't got nothing to contract in there. You know what I'm saying? So everything is completely different. You know what I'm saying? I think the biggest thing that we worry about a lot of times as men is, are we pleasing our partners and how wet is she? You know what I'm saying? Because they kind of make a determination. The wetter she gets, the more she's being pleased, in a sense. You know what I'm saying? So that's a lot of things that we kind of go through while we're doing it. You know what I'm saying? Because we're trying to show out. Don't get us wrong. We're trying to show out. But, you know what I'm saying, at the same time, we're trying to make sure that you are good, too, and comfortable, because I've had uncomfortable sex before with somebody, and it's just like, this is so fucking boring. This is whack. You know what I'm saying? So,
but was it because
we think about like,
coochie wasn't right, or was it because she was just a dead fuck?
Again, that goes for another. Like I said, we want to make sure that we're pleasing our partner. So I remember in particular somebody that I had dealt with years ago or whatever. You know what I'm saying? She was dead. You know what I'm saying? And,
like
and it was. I was
no,
like,
what? I don't know what you're saying. Can
okay,
you
when I say, I'm sorry.
Are you saying a dead fuck is a person
sorry.
that just
So-
lays there a corpse?
Motionless?
So when I say, hello?
Yeah.
Yeah, for listening.
Yeah.
Come on, spit it up.
All right. So, Lisa, what's your point in the matter?
I'm sorry.
I don't
I don't know what happened.
Black.
I'm sorry. My phone is just, I don't know what this thing did, man. I'm sorry.
Let's do that boost.
Okay. Well, you're right. It actually makes her scared, so shut up. Now, you know what I'm saying? All right. So, where I was going. All right. No, all right. Go ahead. No, go ahead. Because I don't want to get long-winded on this subject there. I'm sorry.
It sounds like you have some inner demons you're fighting about this.
Yeah.
You might need to get it
Sit
out.
on the therapy couch. Get it out. Sit on the therapy couch.
It's not any inner demons and whatnot, man. You know, like I said, basically all I'm just going to say is we go through things too, okay? We suffer and we wonder if we're pleasing our partners too. You know what I'm saying? Because we have performance from is anxiety sometimes. We cause our mind is somewhere else, wondering, are we pleasing our partners? You know what I'm saying? Like I said, so again, somebody that I had dealt with, you know what I'm saying, when I say was a dead fuck or whatever, she was a dead fuck or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I went down and I did my thing. She's busting, you know, that's with my mouth. Whatever, I get up, get inside, and like, hold on, what is this? You know, like, what is this? Like, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, this, it's like, it's nothing. It's like, you're not technically getting a reaction. And I think a lot of it, and I'm just speaking about this person, I think a lot of that happened because she used a lot of toys. So she was very, very desensitized. You know what I'm saying? And
she used a lot of toys.
It was just like, she used a lot of toys, or whatever.
Maybe she wasn't all the time. Maybe she wasn't into you.
Oh, well, that mouth proved it's rolling. It could be. It very well could be.
Maybe
it very well could be that she wasn't into. Hey,
maybe she just wanted not the D.
Her body said otherwise, and she said otherwise, but at the same time, it was just the fact that the act of it was like it wasn't nothing good to it.
I mean, that mind is.
I'm just saying, because I lost interest as well. So it wasn't like it was like a good thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is whack. You know what I'm saying? And maybe she said the same thing. I don't know. I don't care. But my goal ultimately, like I said, I am a giver, man. So ultimately, as long as I know she got hers, I was perfectly fine with that. I had no complaints about it or whatever. I just know that I didn't want her to do it again. You know what I'm saying? I just knew that it wasn't going to happen again. So, like I said, it wasn't really too much of a big deal to me. I just thought it was whack.
All right, Lisa, what you think? Lisa on
that stuff.
I'm still here. Excuse me, I'm still here.
Are you
okay
sure?
With what everybody said.
What the hell is going on with this? Do we need to start the fuck over? What the fuck is going on today?
Lisa. Lisa, you all right, baby?
Yeah.
Lisa, you acting like Ebony over there. What is going on? You're acting like Ebony over there, and we can't take it. What's happening with you?
We're fine.
Okay, well, speak. What's your thoughts?
I don't have a thought on it. I said I'm okay with what everybody said. I'm okay with that.
I don't know what the fuck is happening today. All right, Lisa. What's the next myth?
Oh,
it's your turn.
I just went.
No, you didn't.
She did, actually.
Are you drunk?
I think she's been hitting the sauce. Lisa's been hitting the sauce over there, and she don't even know what's happening over there.
Okay, I'm like, is she smoking some Cali weed or?
Oh my god! I love y'all, man. Y'all are hilarious tonight.
All right, Lisa, have at it.
Okay, so yeah, I can't. I'm like thrown off. You just do yours. Do yours.
I have one.
Okay, go ahead, Ebony.
Okay, so gay male couples have more sex than lesbian couples. This myth is difficult to prove or to debunk. Gay men and lesbian women have a variety of sexual experiences, just like heterosexual men and women. So single gay men living in urban cities have a reputation for having a significant number of, sex partners. But gay men engage in all kinds of relationships. And so lesbian couples may also have different definitions about what sex means to them. Some lesbian couples use sex toys. Some engage in penetration intercourse. Other lesbians consider sex to be mutual masturbation or caressing. So that is just the myth. Gay and lesbian couples do not have more sex than heterosexual couples. Because you see, I guess the world makes it look like gay men are just out there, just doing, and lesbian women are just out there doing everything and everybody. And I guess that's not the case. It's just a myth.
All right, fair enough.
Okay, I got a little caveat to that.
Okay.
If I can just interject and say something. Okay, so I got a couple homeboys who, like I said, they are gay. as well. And I had a lot of female lesbian friends, a whole lot of them. You know what I'm saying? And anyway, every time that, let's say I've been out or whatever, you know what I'm saying, I was hanging out or whatever, and I end up running into these, I'm going to just say my gay male friends. My gay male friends or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I could be sitting there like, hey, man, what's happening? What's blah, blah, blah. And they, we sitting there talking or whatever, shooting stuff, and then they'll look up and they'll see another guy, and they be like, God, no, blah, blah, blah. Hold on, let me go holler at this dude or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So I'll see them go over there, and not even 5 minutes later, they're like, all right, Dre, good seeing you. I catch up with you later. They're walking out because they're about to go knock off. So I can't say that they have more, but I've seen multiple times where they have, left either the spot or they went to, I guess, the bathroom, you know what I'm saying, and did it like back to back, different people, you know what I'm saying? So,
I mean,
there could be an addict.
So we really can't.
You are.
I mean,
ain't nobody worried about her. Everybody knows better than that.
I'm just saying, I've seen it both ways, whatever. Like I said, and I've seen more, like I said, the women, the lesbian women or whatever, you know what I'm saying, that I have, whatever. I love them. They love me, whatever, we cool. But when I tell you they are more savage than dudes, they are more savage than dudes or whatever. I done seen them pick up women who wasn't even gay or whatever. I done seen them mat a woman down and get their number, and they gone. You know what I'm saying? They gone and they knock them off. I've seen it multiple times. Man, like, so seriously, I'm dead serious.
So none of your heterosexual men friends, when y'all out at the club, y'all been drinking, the lights come up at the club and everybody looking for somebody to go home with. Y'all step outside, one of your friends step away, him, he's like, man, I'm about to go. That happens more with gay friends than it does your heterosexual friends? Is what you're saying?
That happens, yeah, that has happened. When we were younger, we used to all do that, but I'm saying, I've seen my, the guys that I know who are gay go to the bathroom, you know what I'm saying, with take a guy off in there, they in there, come out or whatever, you know what I'm saying, then I see them, somebody else, they go right back in there, you know what I'm saying, like back to back to back, so I don't know if it is like, I don't know, it very well could be like addict, you know what I'm saying, addict or whatever, I could just be open sex, they just open sex, I don't know, I've seen a lot of it.
And you just happen to be where they at.
Well, it's not a gay club. Number one is what you're trying to say. I know you're trying to go at me right now. I know you're trying to be funny. You're trying to be funny. Look, just out in public. I said whenever I'm out in public.
The listeners are wanting to know.
Listeners, okay, so the listeners, let them know. I have never ever been to a gay club in my life. I'm not opposed to going because, like I said, I have gay friends. Ooh, so I have never been to a gay club or whatever. Nothing against anybody who is gay. No, nothing against anybody who ain't, whatever the case would be. Again, being out in public, here being in Maryland, I go to DC a lot. There's a huge, gay community up here. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know what the alphabet is. The LGBTQ, TQ, something like that. I don't know. It is a huge community up here of those that following. You know what I'm saying? So again, I know a couple people who, like I said, I didn't know that they were, but eventually we found out they were via military. When I was in the military, they got out, and like I said, that's their lifestyle. I can't knock it. I'm not knocking it, but I've seen some of the things that they have done with a lot of guys. You know what I'm saying? Like when I say casual sport, like we sport fucking.
Right,
There's simple sport fucking. They do a lot of that.
We're about to move along.
Yeah, let me stop.
Somewhere else. I gotta reel us back in. Let's do this.
All right,
let's do this last myth, and then we'll let Ebony do her segment. So the last myth that I have is having sex in the water, swimming pool, hot tub, shower will kill sperm. That is so.
A hot tub.
Swimming pool or the shower?
I was told that it was.
It's actually not a myth. It's actually a truth.
Yeah, wow. I was told that it was.
Some
so
of
if
the
you
sperm,
don't want to get pregnant,
some of the
do it in the
sperm
water.
may die, but it's not an effective method of birth control. It will not kill all of the sperm. You can still get pregnant.
Ew.
I don't know about y'all, but sex in the water is not fun. I don't know how people do that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's not good for women's bodies anyway to have that much water.
Yeah.
You're not a woman. So
You're right. I'm not. I am a man.
You're a man. So you splushing in and out, it's perfectly fine for you because it's wet. But it's not good for the woman.
Yeah, all the bacteria from the water and everybody else has been in the water.
Yeah.
And your dirt from the water
it's just not good. It's like douching with the toilet water. Like, that's not good.
Ooh. Oh, God.
I mean, I'm just
Nobody needed that visual.
Just saying. All right, Ebony.
Look, I'm not going to knock it, so.
That's because you have an Audi.
You're right.
Okay. So let's go to this. This segment is Say My Name. Hello, Naturally Unbothered gals. I listen to you all very frequently. Your show was a great learning tool for newbies. I've been having sex for only a year. I've had 2 partners. I knew in the beginning it would hurt, but every single time it hurts. I get all dry. I apply lube, but nothing seems to work. One time I bled. I was so dry. One guy spit on me, but that only works for a little while. A few pumps. What can I do? Shells. Who wants to answer this first before I go?
I don't know. I'm wondering, was she mentally ready for sex? Because, I mean, she's dry every single time. I mean, maybe she's not mentally, maybe she just wants to please the person that she's with, but maybe she's not mentally ready for sex. What you think, Jazmyn?
I think maybe she needs to go to the doctor and figure out if there's like other issues, because I've never experienced this myself, but I'm on a forum with a lot of other women on Facebook, and they talk about having like fibromyalgia and how that causes pain during sex and stuff like that. So there might be
That's what I was about to say.
Yeah, there might be something else there. And then also, I kind of also feel like if she's never enjoyed sex, like she's probably so anxious beforehand that she's not going to enjoy it because she's worrying about if she's going to enjoy it. So she should probably like go to the doctor to figure out if there's another issue before she moves forward.
Okay, Lisa.
Crickets. Skeet. That's my cricket sound. Sorry, I can't.
What you got?
What?
All right, I'm sorry. So I was about to say what our guest was saying, Jazmyn, about the going to see a doctor because it could be something medical going on, something medically wrong that's going on inside of her body. And I guess, Ebony, did you say she's had sex twice in her life or twice in a year?
2 times is what I believe it said.
She's had 2 partners in a year.
2 partners. She's had 2 partners.
In her entire life, she said.
It says, I've had 2 partners. So, she's only been having sex for a year. She's had 2 partners.
Okay, only having sex. Something is definitely going wrong because I definitely need to go see somebody because, like I said, normally it's a lot of that is a mental thing or whatever, especially a woman being wet, being pleased, etc. And if she's not relaxed in a sense, whatever, I don't know. If she can't fuck with herself, I can't fuck with her. You know what I'm saying? Type of thing, whatever. So let me stop. But it's a lot of this stuff is more mental. You know what I'm saying? So if she might want to have herself checked out, you know what I'm saying, just to make sure that, okay, there's something not going wrong in her body, inside of her body. Because, again, you would think 2 times, at least 2 times, as she said, every time that she's done it with them, whatever she's tried. Something is wrong.
Yeah, they might just be hitting it. They might just be hitting it. But, I mean, no foreplay, no nothing. But
again, something could be wrong. But at the same time, let's say they wouldn't be able to get in it though if it was just hitting it. You know what I'm saying? I don't think a woman. I think it's gonna be very painful, like she said. If they're just going straight in. I mean, are they going straight in and as soon as they get in, boom? Nothing. I mean, yeah, of course.
We didn't ask her any questions. Anyway, who cares what they all said? This. I'm about to tell you what to do, Shells. Shells, listen to me carefully.
Here we go.
Listen to me. If you don't never hear anything else I tell you.
Here we go.
Stop doing it vaginally and go straight to anal. Look. It ain't working for you. So the whole pussy in the trash, go straight to anal, and then just keep doing the anal.
What?
DM me, and I'll give you some pointers to help you out, but the lube isn't working in the vagina. Put the lube on the booty, and it'll probably be better for you. That's my advice. It's short and simple and sweet tonight. Just go with anal. That's it.
This is the best advice you ever gave somebody. And I really appreciate you tonight for that.
This is horrible advice. She's just new to sex, and you're going to tell her to just fucking straight go to anal?
Yeah.
Listen, if it ain't working in there, then you're working the other one. Because, again,
when in Rome, do what Romans do. Just take it straight to the booty. I'm telling you, it'll work.
If it's going to be the same result. I mean,
just try. Yeah, just do it. Just go for it.
Okay, Andrew, you got my thumbs up on this one this time. This is the first episode. Y'all make sure this is recorded. I don't like you after this, but this is the first time. Just
go straight with anal. You know, my advice is very unconventional, but you guys write in for it, and I give it. So that's what I'm gonna say. And you can listen to these people, go to the doctor, check your body out, make sure there's nothing wrong, blah, 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 do all that, yada, 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 go straight to the booty.
What you think, Jazmyn, about Ebony's response?
Oh, shit.
I don't think that's a good... There are so many reasons why I do not think that is the solution, because... I feel like, first of all, you have to get comfortable enough with vaginal sex first, and then you touch the booty to see if that's something you even like. And if you're not feeling it, don't go any further. Like, you might like it, so, you know. But also, if she just goes straight to the booty, and then she grows and decides, okay, you know what if I want to have a kid or whatever... Now she only been having booty sex, and now she got a what?
Ooh, okay. So I love you, Jazmyn. I cannot express it anymore. I love you, Shari. Dre, you know, Lisa, I love you.
Whatever you too.
But this is say my name. This is they write into me. They don't care about what y'all say.
Okay, you right.
If ever
technically.
You want to have
it said dear girls.
And then say dear gals. Look, bitch. But you know this is my segment. I got it. This is how it's gonna go, ho. Okay. So look, do it in the booty. If you want to have a child later, I must look. Let me just be real honest with you. Children are overrated. Okay. You live your life, honey. Travel, see the world, do things. I know you might be on quarantine right now, and it might be like this for a minute. But children, they can wait. You don't need to worry about them right now. And there are so many children that need to be adopted. You can look into adoption. That is an option. So stick with the ass, please. Just do it in the booty.
That's just it.
And then
that's her life.
Right back, and then right back in and tell us how it is. And then I'll give you some more advice on how to do it other ways that aren't individual.
Well, if you're going to do that, too, you better look it up. You better prepare. You better starve yourself all day. You better have the tools.
I mean, we had a segment. We did have a show where one of the gay guys on the show did tell you how to prepare your ass for anal sex. So, listen to that episode, definitely, to get yourself...
Sex with Christians or something like that.
Yeah, they will tell you how to prepare yourself for anal sex. And we also learned from the Comedically Open podcast that if you have anal sex standing up, it is way easier and it's more stimulating. So maybe you should give her those kind of tips. But I still think it's the wrong.
Don't be ashamed to be a booty bandit. Don't be ashamed, Shells. Just go for it. Just go for it. Go all in. Just do it. All you can do is do it. Just do it. You have nothing to lose. Nothing.
This is the worst advice ever.
And I know this is freaking Ebony's segment, and you can have it, but Jazmyn, I'm gonna have to disagree with you as well. Just on that point of you say you have to enjoy the vaginal first. Actually, like I said, I used to deal with somebody who never had vaginal sex. Never. All they did was anal. And when I tell you, when she used to get off anally, the biggest orgasms in the entire world, So
why do you have a story for everything? So I'm trying to figure out.
Because he was a hoe in his former life.
I was.
What was life, I guess. What was life?
I was a big hoe. So, but I've dealt with that. I also dealt with somebody who I used to do it with, you know what I'm saying, whatever. Then we would go to that other part of your body where you may end up getting wet. So that's my advice. You don't have
to start with the D. You can start with a finger or a toy. They make toys for the booty.
Yeah, exactly.
Get one of them and let him penetrate you there and see if those natural juices flow. I think you should introduce foreplay, but start with the anal area and help get that going. Girl, trust me.
Go take your ass to the doctor. Don't listen to nothing.
Trust me, honey. Trust me, honey. I got him to marry me in 6 months, boo. Come on, trust me.
Ew! I did not want to know that.
Trust me. Do it, honey. Do it.
I did not need to know that.
Everybody call me, girl.
I'm gonna make sure I delete this off the edit this part out because I do not need to hear that again. Ew.
So trust me. I know, but seriously, just go to anal. It'll work out for you, Shells. Trust me. You can inbox me personally if you need to at a beautiful man 36 on Instagram.
Oh, you giving out your actual real?
I am. Yeah, because she needs help. And, all the other people, they need help too. Mark was getting beat on. I hope he's still getting beat on. Precious P, she got several problems. I miss you, girl. You have her on in a second.
You told Princess P, dudes only want to have sex with Princess P in her ass, and you gave her advice. And this chick, you telling her?
Yeah, because I told her something was wrong with her coochie. Something's wrong with her. Come on, something's wrong with her. Something is wrong with her. If there's something about her that spews out that energy that they don't want to do it to her in the vagina, they only want to do it to her in the butt. That is something going on with her. This woman, Shells, who I have a connection with tonight, the spirit is speaking through me. Okay, and yes, it told me to tell her to go straight for it. Just do it. Yes.
Lisa, please tell us you got a fun fact.
Yeah, I do. That was funny.
Thank you.
Okay.
Fun fact.
Oh shit!
Thank you.
I do all the sound effects, Jazmyn. I just shortened it tonight because we're going a little long, but that's it.
All right. So the 5 kink-curious states in America are Wyoming, Vermont, Alaska, West Virginia, and Oregon. California comes in last.
Wyoming?
Kink-curious states.
Mm-hmm. Oregon. I know for a fact Oregon is the kink capital of the United States. That's where all the kink conventions are held. I learned that when I went there.
Kink. What is kink? I'm going to make sure I got a good understanding. What is kink when y'all say that?
That's like sexual play, different fetishes, all that different stuff.
Oh, okay. Got it.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay. Got it.
Whenever I see people in Portland, I just be thinking they don't wear deodorant because that's how they be looking. So I'm not excited about that.
They look super grungy, but that is, that comes to that. But Wyoming surprises me a lot. Wyoming, really gets me. It's just cornfields and stuff out there, right?
It is not just cornfields. It's beautiful. It's very mountainous. It's beautiful in Wyoming. I can see why people will want to have sex in Wyoming. It's I mean, why not?
Okay.
It's beautiful.
I'm gonna take a road trip out there and see what it's like.
Yeah,
Kanye makes it look really great.
I mean,
he does.
I've been there several times. It's really nice. It really is. It's a nice part of the country.
Awesome.
Just be careful for the deer, because them motherfuckers.
Those were good fun facts, Lisa.
Yeah, that was a great fun fact, Lisa. But yeah, I didn't know
I
didn't know about Oregon, because I learned about that when I was working out there. When I went to the BDSM class, they have a whole lot of places that have all these different sexual kink activities. They had like a calendar, and you can go to different places every day. So it's like real serious there. So Jazmyn. So
yes.
Jazmyn, can you tell our listeners where they can find you, how they can listen to you, how they can hear some of your comedy?
Yes. So the first thing y'all need to know is my name is spelled Jazz, M as in Mary, Y as in yes, N as in no. So JAZMYNW. If you Google me, my Instagram will come up. Please follow me on Instagram. I post all kinds of videos and stuff on there. I have a YouTube at Comedian Jazmyn W on YouTube. So check out, I do 2 videos a week following my comedy journey. And basically, I just complain about stuff. So follow me on there as well.
All right.
Awesome.
Well, we thank you for being a guest on this dysfunctional ass episode of Naturally Unbothered.
Oh, yeah, I had so much fun. And I enjoyed listening to the podcast, too. I listened to a couple episodes, so I'm definitely going to be a long life listener because y'all are hilarious.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And we wish
You ladies
you
are
all
amazing.
the well. Wish you very well in your success for your career, because it takes a lot of woman power to just step out on faith and be like, I'm doing this shit. So we will be following you. We will be supporting you. We will be pushing your platform.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much. Yes, check me out. I have some videos I'm posting that I did with Revolt TV. So, yeah.
Congratulations on that. I would never be able to get on stage and just, it's hard to determine if someone's going to laugh or not. Like that. That's scary. So, kudos.
It's really not scary for you if you got on stage, because when you were here in the introduction, coming to the stage, and that'll be you. Everybody's gonna crack up. So, all right, let me shut up. Go ahead.
you got to do it outside of this.
All she got to do is sing one of her little tunes, and they'll be...
Got some haters. Don't. I couldn't really even show up tonight because everybody went, you know what I'm saying?
Jazmyn,
whatever. I'm
if
done
you
with y'all.
need someone to help create little jingles for you, Ebony is your girl.
Don't do
Okay, cool.
They bring a tear to my eye every time that she does.
They all have the same. They all have the same notes. It's okay. Yeah, they all have the same notes.
Oh my God!
All right, Ebony, take us.
All right. Okay, y'all. You guys know exactly what to do. You can follow us at Naturally Unbothered on IG, Twitter, and Facebook. Email us at naturallyunbothered2, that's the number 2 at gmail.com. Naturally Unbothered, the number 2 at gmail.com. Listen on Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, Spotify, Anchor, Google Podcasts, Spreaker, Radio Public, and Overcast. Make sure you're subscribing. Make sure you are rating us. Make sure you leave us a review. We love the feedback. They don't like your feedback so much. I love it because I will get with y'all. You know what I'm saying? I am not going to sugarcoat shit for y'all. So y'all do what you do. Tell a friend to tell their whole ass friends to tune in to Naturally Unbothered.
All right, guys. Until next time.
Peace.
Toodles.